Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Just even thinking about inflicting that upon an innocent child. Why him? Why? It doesn't make sense.
The biological family of the Waterbury man who police say was held captive for more than 20 years shares their story tonight. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Bjorlo. His sister says she's been searching for him for years but never found him. And finally, she found some answers. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson spoke with his biological mom and half-sister. The two do not share the same father.
The women call this whole situation a nightmare. Jamel is in Waterbury tonight outside the home at the center of this captivity case.
Imagine laying eyes on your brother when you were just a child, only for that to be the last time you'd ever see him again, or holding your son just for you to be cut off from his life. That's what Heather Tessman and her mother say has been their reality their entire life. Just once is how many times Tessman saw her brother. She was just a child herself during that first and last time.
I saw him when he was a baby. I was in foster care, and our mom brought him to see me, and that was the only time I've ever seen him.
I spoke with the man's biological mother, who didn't want to be identified. She says due to personal reasons, she gave his father custody when he was just a kid.
He just completely shut me out. He shut everybody out. Some of his family, though, still got to see him. As for him growing up, I missed that all.
She never got to be a mother.
Since like November.
And Tessman never got to be a sister.
I've always just wanted him to be a part of my life, you know. Figured someday I'd find him and like, hey, let's grab a beer, let's, catch up, how's it going?
As Tessman got older, she'd search everywhere for signs.
Social media, every search engine you can think of, court records, ancestry websites.
Every lead turned out to be a dead end.
I couldn't find anything. I could see that he was born. That was it.
That is until her mom called and told Tessman that her brother had been found.
My sister had called me and said we found.
I just saw it on the news. I didn't put two and two together. Saturday, our mom texted me, get a hold of me ASAP. Okay, what's up? That was your brother. No, it wasn't.
The family is still in shock at how something like this could have gone on for so long.
I just think he slipped through the cracks, really.
I'm sure he was terrified. I would like to believe that if a child needed help, they would say something.
His mom and sister haven't spoken with him yet, but they hope to soon.
Yeah. I love him, and we all love him. He has never been forgotten about.
I'm going to tell him that I love him, and I've always looked for him. Forever.
Now, meanwhile, Kimberly Sullivan, the man's stepmother, and her attorney deny any claims that the man actually was held captive in this house behind me for over 20 years. We also reached out to members of the Sullivan family, uncles, aunts, sisters, and brothers to see if anyone will be available for an interview, but all of them declined. In Waterbury, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Jamel, thank you. Now, the case has grabbed national and even global attention. The investigation started last month when firefighters rescued the man from a burning home on Blake Street in Waterbury.
They say he told them his stepmom held him captive since he was just 11 years old, and his only way to freedom was intentionally setting a fire. Fox 61's Kayla Cade listened to the 911 call from that very night.
Oh my God. 911.
It's a frantic 911 phone call.
It's 2 Blake Street.
What's the address?
Please hurry. It's 2 Blake Street. There's a fire.
From 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan as she reported a fire at her home on February 17th.
The TV, I don't know. My son, he was a stepson, he's in his room, and I don't know, he did something with the TV. I was sleeping. I fell asleep.
She told the dispatcher she could see smoke and needed help.
Okay, can you get...
Yes, we need an ambulance, please.
Okay.
Please, we need an ambulance.
Ma'am, all right, you said something's on fire and now you need an ambulance. What's going on there?
Yes, his room.
She said her stepson was hurt.
Where is he injured?
I don't know. He's I don't know. He's kind of passed out. He's out of it. Please.
The fire was still spreading while she was on the phone with 911. At one point, she commented that the house went dark.
Oh my God, it's like all the power in the house is out. I don't know if it blew a fuse.
Okay, ma'am, just get out of the house, okay?
Yes, I'm going to call my daughter.
All right.
Oh my God.
Sullivan made her way outside of the house. Through this police officer's body cam, you can see and hear Sullivan yelling at someone who is still in the house.
Come on, come down, come down.
Come on down.
Who else is in the house? Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
The officer directed her to move away from the house. You can see the firefighters carrying her stepson in their arms. The officer told her to stay behind while he goes to the ambulance.
I need you to stay over here.
Sullivan's stepson told firefighters he intentionally started the fire to gain freedom. Officers arrested Sullivan on March 12. She's charged with assault, kidnapping, unlawful restraint, and many other crimes. She posted bail after her court appearance. Fox 61 spoke with her lawyer, and he asks that people keep an open mind and allow Sullivan to get a fair trial. In Waterbury, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, thank you. Turning now to breaking news, a federal judge blocked DOGE from dismantling the U.S. Agency for International Development. The judge says it likely violates the Constitution, and now the Trump administration must restore computer access to all current U.S. and all other employees, as well as those placed on administrative leave. Last month, the Trump administration placed a majority of the USAID's worldwide staff on leave and fired at least 1,600 of its U.S.-based staff members. They say their goal here is to cancel billions of dollars in foreign spending.
An update now on last night's bar shooting in Willimantic. A man is expected to be okay after shots were fired during St. Patrick's Day celebrations. It happened at Blarney's Cafe on High Street around 10:30 p.m. Police say shots were fired on the patio and bullets grazed a man's arm. The man was taken to a hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Officials say this may have started from an argument. The shooting is under investigation. If you know anything about what happened, please call Willimantic Police.
A Naugatuck man has died following a crash that happened last week. Police say the driver of the vehicle crashed off Guntown Road into a stone wall. The driver suffered minor injuries. The passenger, now identified as 46-year-old Glenn Halama, died at the hospital. Police are still investigating what led up to that crash. Let's turn things over to the weather now. If you thought today was beautiful, just get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with the first check of the forecast. Rach?
Even warmer. Yeah, we're looking at highs in the 60s, well into the 60s. It could be up to 10 degrees warmer in the Hartford area tomorrow than it is right now. That's close to 70. For the New Haven area, we're looking at 52, lots of sunshine, and there will be a bit of a sea breeze tomorrow. Here's a look at other temperatures across the state. It is an absolutely beautiful evening. We've got some clouds that are occasionally creeping into eastern Connecticut. These clouds will start to back off as we head through the overnight hours and will not be an issue tomorrow. Outdoor dining forecast. Yeah, we're bringing this out. This is the kind of weather that you might want to bring dinner onto the deck or the patio. Just relax and enjoy this time of year. We've got 40s for the shoreline, 50s inland Connecticut as we head through the next couple of hours. Here's a look at overnight lows falling back into the 30s as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. So it will be a cool start to the day, but temperatures will warm quickly with lots of sunshine. Check it out as we head towards noon. Temperatures are in the mid-50s, and we're looking at high temperatures well into the 60s as we head through the afternoon. So no need for a heavy winter jacket tomorrow, that's for sure. Upper 50s for the Connecticut shoreline. We'll take a look ahead at a little bit of winter lurking in the forecast, though. Your full forecast is coming up.
Okay, Rachel, thank you. Developing tonight in Hartford, 2 people, including a firefighter, were hurt in an early morning fire inside a multi-family home.
Yeah, more than a dozen people living there were forced out. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules spoke with a neighbor who was woken up by the commotion.
The Hartford Fire Department says the fire began at 3:30 in the morning here on Sharon Street and forced 3 families out of their homes. Firefighters in Hartford responded to a reported fire at 46 Sharon Street in the Blue Hills neighborhood. Crews were able to quickly get the fire under control. 1 person was taken to the hospital for possible smoke inhalation, and 1 firefighter was checked out for a minor injury. People who live inside the building tell me the 3rd floor had the most damage. Melvin Winter, who lives across the street from the home, says he was shocked to see the fire, but was impressed by the fast-acting firefighters.
I woke up and see this light flashing. So I come to this side and look over my neighbor here. And when I look up the road, I saw the convoy. That's the fire trucks. They did their job good. I watched them for a period of time. They do a good job.
Everyone in the home at the time of the fire made it out safely. No other injuries have been reported at this time. The fire department is working with the American Red Cross to help the 3 families that lived here. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. New tonight, East Hartford Animal Control is investigating an animal cruelty case. And before we tell you the details, have a warning for you. It is disturbing to hear. Officers say a dog was found dead today inside a garbage can behind a Burlington store on Silver Lane. They say the adult male golden retriever had a garbage bag covering it. We're told the dog was discovered today. If you know anything about this or know the owner, you're asked to call East Hartford Police.
The Winchester woman accused of abusing 24 dogs stood before a judge this afternoon. 28-year-old Sarah Smiolak faces 2 animal cruelty charges. She was arrested this morning. Today's appearance in Torrington Superior Court was a brief one. The judge granted her release and a promise to appear in court. She's not allowed to own any animals in the meantime. Police say the 24 dogs were found in deplorable conditions in her home on Strong Terrace. All were seized this morning. They're being examined, housed, and cared for locally.
Well, an armed robbery from this morning is under investigation now. We're told it happened on West Hartford Road just before 11 a.m. Police say the victim was targeted. Police say the robbers left the home before they arrived. Fox 61 is working to get more information tonight. Now, do you know these women? Berlin police believe they witnessed a motorcycle crash last week that seriously injured a rider, and they want to talk to them. Police are also still looking for the driver of this white Toyota RAV4. The driver was not involved in the crash in any way, but again, police believe that driver saw the crash happen. Now, the crash itself happened last Thursday on Farmington Avenue in Lower Lane. Police say a car turned left into a Stop and Shop and hit a motorcycle. The rider is still in the hospital in serious condition. The car's driver was not hurt and stayed on the scene. If you saw anything or know someone who did, please call police.